What's up, guys? Lucky Aces. I had a different intro in mind, and the audio kind of stunk. This one might not be great either, but I added these patches to my motorcycle vest. The thing is, I can't sew, so what I did is I used this E6000 adhesive, and that seemed to do the trick. So if you want to know how I did it, stay tuned.
Now, I don't really plan on covering this whole thing in patches. I just want to put one or two little on there, just, a nice little personal touch, And in case you're wondering what vest this is the Street and Steel Anarchy vest. Now, I did upgrade the foam bag protector to one by Alpine Stars, and I'm very, very happy with it. So, anyway, the main area we're going to be focusing on is right now. Now, I'm not going to go with like the big, the middle finger, and the screw you, and ride or die. That's a little too hardcore for me. I just want to do a little something simple. Basically like an American flag up here. And then I got these aces that I would love to sneak down right below it if we can make them fit. They might. It's going to be a little tight. I have to cover that seam for the pocket a little bit. As long as she still opens, we should be okay. I'm going to take a little bit of isopropyl alcohol. Just going to clean this leather area real quick. Make sure we get a nice clean surface to work with. I should probably be using a microfiber cloth instead of a paper towel, but whatever. These patches are iron-on as well, so they got a nice little shiny glue coat on the back of them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little piece of sandpaper and rough this up a little bit just to give it something for that glue to adhere to. So I'm going to scoop this to the side since she's all clean already. And we're just going to scuff this up. After a moment, some of that glue's gone. Nice little rougher surface. We'll do the same with the aces. Bring those over here. Again, they got that same shiny iron on. Stuff them up. I also just realized that my GoPro is clamped to the table, so if I'm shaking you guys a little bit, I apologize. I'm going to try to go a little slower on this one. And then we'll give them the same alcohol treatment. Wipe off any little glue debris. Just like so. So we're working with a nice clean surface. I wiped this table down before we started. All that junk. Ugh. Alright. So now, we're going to take our vest. Alright, so we want the flag to be as high as we possibly can. Because I believe that's how it's actually supposed to be. So what I'm going to do is take our measuring device. I'm going to measure along this top seam because I want to square this guy up. And actually, we're going to have to work off the corner here. So we are from the top of that seam, 2.5 inches from the top of this seam to the bottom of the flag patch. We want to do the same over here. Let's double check, see if we're lined up, which we are not. So we're going to try to keep this side from moving by doing that, or to do that, I'm going to grab some painter's tape. So try to keep that side from moving on us. I'm going to go ahead and double check our spacing. 2.5 inches. Should get us about, whoop, too far, 2.5 inches. Double check this side again. We are right there, about 2.5 inches. Okay, so the way it sits currently is exactly where we want it. Probably should have pre-peeled some of this tape, but that's okay. Double check again. 2.5 inches. I may have just moved it, so we'll triple check. She is right on the money. All right. So what I'm going to do is, this may be redundant and unnecessary, but I want to peel these off here. Which I know because we just put them on there. Put a piece all the way across the top. So what I'm going to want to do is flip it. See, that's might give us a little bit of a hiccup. Double check again. All right, we're still pretty even. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to flip it, apply our adhesive, flip it back down, go from there. So we're gonna take our adhesive, gonna go ahead and get this open, and there's probably something in here about well-ventilated area, but yeah, where's the fun in that? All right, so we're gonna take our adhesive. Now, do I have to open that, or nope, she's ready to go right out of the box. So we're gonna roll our patch over. And we are going to apply the glue. We're gonna go on the outside first. And from what I've heard, you want to be pretty generous. So we're just gonna go ahead and glue the heck out of it. I'm trying to stay away from the edge because I don't want to overshoot. Oh yeah, there's that glue smell. It's actually not too bad. All right, let's go put the cap back on. I want to very, very carefully flip her over, press her down. I'll go ahead and put some pressure on there. Did get a little over on the sides. Just gonna try to clean those up real quick. I'm doing spreading it around and making it worse. Oh, see, I pushed her a little bit. Let's check her alignment. You do have a minute or so. It's not gonna cure instant. If it drifted down a little bit, I'm not that concerned about it. I just want it to be even. Let's go get this tape out of the way, because I don't want the tape glued to the vest, because that's gonna look ridiculous. Just keep lining her up. We are ever so slightly higher on one side, but I don't think anybody's gonna notice. Try to dab up this extra little bit of glue. We'll probably have to come back and get the corners at some point. It's placed. Now let's never touch it again. Just kind of eyeballing it. I think that'll work. So now, I'm curious if we got room right below here for the aces. Looks like we do, so we're gonna do the same thing. And since this one's not like a, perfect rectangle, we're not really too concerned about this one lining up. Just gonna eyeball it, just like so. Do the same thing with the painter's tape. Flip her over. Get some of this glue going on, this adhesive. Nice little coating in there. Probably the best thing to do is have like a popsicle stick or a plastic knife or something just to kind of smooth this glue around. But I forgot to plan ahead and completely forgot about it. So, same treatment. Flip her over. Come on, stay on that tape. Just kind of press her down. Hold her in place, hopefully not glue my hand to the vest. If I do, I'm keeping it in the video. And again, we got just a little extra. Try to dab that up. I bumped that flag again. That's okay. Just kind of eyeballing everything. I think we'll be okay. All right, so now we need to let this thing sit for about 24 hours. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some wax paper. I think you call it parchment paper too, I don't know. And then take something heavy, so I got this little 2.5 pound weight, and let it sit right on top of there. I mean, you could use a book or something, but I went to public school in the United States, so I can barely read, and I don't really have any books laying around. So, we're gonna put that on top. We're gonna give it 24 hours, and we'll come back and see how they did. All right, it's been about 23 hours, so let's go ahead and take a look. I'm glad the wax paper isn't permanently stuck to this thing. Now, there are a few spots where the glue kind of seeped out from underneath the patches. One little spot there, little line along the side, tiny little spot there, one little spot there. But overall, I don't think these are going anywhere. I don't want to like rip them too hard like I'm trying to start a lawnmower or anything, but There's a couple corners I'm gonna have to go back and touch up for sure. If you run your glue all the way to the corners, you probably don't have to worry about that, but I didn't really want, you know, glue pushing out underneath the patch, which we got in 1 or 2 little spots. But I might be able to get that off there. So I think, yeah, these aren't going anywhere. This is definitely an option.
So there you go, and you could probably rip these off if you really wanted to, but they're not going anywhere. So overall, I'm pretty happy with the result. But in hindsight, probably should have just took it to, you know, like an upholstery shop or something. So if you guys are curious about my street steel anarchy vest and want to check out like my first, you know, little thoughts on it, you can check out this video right here. And as always, y'all be good. See you.